Hey guys, welcome back to Star Wars Timeline. My name is Ben, and I'm continuing my playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic. So at this point, we have completed all of our missions on Manaan, and we're about to move on to the next planet. I'm contemplating what to pick next. I've pretty much fulfilled all the side quests here. And for those of you guys who are joining me for the first time, this is a very casual playthrough, right? I'm trying to play a good side of the Force, to be a good Jedi, and try to perform as many side missions and main quest line as much as possible, and just have fun. Talk to NPCs, just casually enjoy the game and absorb all its lore. This is my very first playthrough in 17 years. I have not touched this game since the original Xbox release. This was the first and only time when I beat this game. Anyway, let's find our ship. And we're gonna go to a different planet. Let's see here. Yep, I think this is the way. So a lot of the storyline is coming back to me. I'm remembering a lot of quest lines and NPCs, but there's also a lot of stuff which I don't remember. It's kind of refreshing and fun to get back into it and enjoy the game from this new perspective. As you can see, I also modernized the game a little bit with the modern textures from the modding community. You know, we've improved the character models. All the textures in the game have been redesigned. I gave it a true widescreen mode, which the original game does not have when you play the vanilla version. So it kind of looks very nice, you know, and up to date. It's pleasant to play this game, and it's still stunning how well the game still holds up artistically. No, this is not the way. Gotta go all the way, I think, to the east side. Infiltrating the Sith embassy was pretty fun. Oh, where's my party? Come on. Catch up, guys. There we go. Juhani. Don't let me down. And I've really enjoyed my all Jedi party so far. They seem to be like the right choice whenever I stumble into a difficult area. They just ran through all the Sith Lords like nothing, man. So that was kind of cool. I should say Sith Troopers. I have not encountered any Sith Lords yet. Now we're gonna get to one of the Sith planets. Here we go, Docking Bay. Bastila wants to talk. Okay, let's go and talk to her. Speak to Bastila.
How can I help?
You have something you want to ask me.
I do. How did you know?
Well, your face is all scrunched up like a Kinroth pup.
An amusing description, but hardly the truth. We both know the real reason you have some idea of what I'm thinking. The bond we share.
Maybe.
Our connection allows us glimpses into each other's mind. We can feel some of what the other feels, and what I feel within you troubles me. A Padawan must receive considerable training. They must learn to control their emotions and darker impulses. Often it takes years before using the Force can be considered safe. The fact that you are so strong in the Force and have had such relatively little training could have terrible consequences. For you, and for everyone around you.
You could warn me when I do something bad. Blink once for dark side, twice for light side. That's funny. Let's pick that one.
This is not a joke. The choices you make could affect both our destinies. Not to mention the fate of the Republic and the entire galaxy. There is much at stake. Thankfully, you've exhibited a degree of compassion and self-control up to this point. I sincerely hope you can maintain these traits in the future. We must all resist the influence of the dark side. It's everything we are fighting against. This is doubly important for you, with your natural affinity for the Force.
Why are you getting so upset?
I'm sorry if I come across as harsh, but I am concerned. For you, for our mission, and for myself as well. Our destinies are intertwined. Everything one of us does will have consequences for the other. Any reckless behavior on your part is likely to affect me as well.
It works both ways, doesn't it? You could help me be strong.
Yes, that is true. I will do my best to guide you, but I am no master. Not yet. And there are times when I find the sheer strength of your power almost overwhelming. Your power could be a gift or a curse. When you need guidance or advice or support, I will do my best to help you stay on the path of the light.
I would appreciate any help you could offer.
I only hope I have the wisdom to help you through the dark times. But for now, we should return to our mission.
So this is Bastila basically giving me the forced pep talk, right? She's saying I should be cautious moving on with my studies because even though I'm I'm a beginner Padawan, you know, I exhibit very strong force abilities. Of course, for those of you who guys are playing this game or watching this game along with me for the first time, there's quite a few surprises in the story here, but you could already start picking up that Bastila is perhaps not telling us everything that she knows about the Force or about our connection, which was quite an intrigue in this game. I remember when it first came out, one of the most mind-blowing things about this game was actually its story. All right. We gotta go back to Ebon Hawk, or as I call it, Millennium Falcon. I think this is one ship which is the most reminiscent of the, you know, that very signature Falcon round shape. Anyway. Anyway. What is he saying? Whatever, doesn't matter. Let's get off. Cool, we're aboard the ship. And I think this is going to be the time where we pick our next destination. Let me see. Is there anything else I can learn from my party members?
Yeah, what do you want?
I was wondering if you had any more war stories.
You want another war story, huh? You want to hear about some other world getting wasted, eh? I knew you were the type. Your stagnant republic has never seen some of the strange creatures and races we fought on the Outer Rim in those years. And you never will now.
I love his smugness. He's like the Mandalorian, but like by the book. I love that attitude. What do you mean?
If a world isn't strong enough to defend itself, it's basically forfeit. But this story is about something a little different. We were going through the asteroid fields of the Crispin system at the very edge of the galaxy, playing with the pirates and smugglers we found there. The main belt in the Crispin system consists of mainly small rocks covered in frozen methane gas shells, and the pirates were using them for cover. Ha! I remember using a thermal generator to cause the outer layer of one of the asteroids to vaporize in a picosecond. It blew out and shredded the 3 smugglers using it for cover. But that was a mistake.
Why? What happened?
The asteroid I had targeted was smaller than most, maybe a dozen meters on a side. On the outside, it looked the same as any other, just a ball covered in frozen gas. But something must have been inside it, something inactive in the cold. The heat of my blast might have triggered something or woken something up. After I'd hit it, spots of light and heat appeared all over the thin shell, still covering it, evaporating the gases. What lay underneath looked like some sort of rocky growth. A deformed rock, pitted by scores of micrometeorite scars. I think something even older might have been inside that.
What happened next?
It started rotating faster and faster as we watched it. After a second, it started spraying fire, thermal projectiles that melted our armor like wax. We were caught completely by surprise. Before we could counterattack, it fled at an incredible speed.
A ship.
We couldn't catch it, but we could follow its hyperspace wake. We followed its trail as far as we could, heading away from the galactic core. When it finally led beyond the edge of our galaxy, we abandoned our efforts. Anything that wants to commit suicide in that great void is not worth our trouble trying to catch. That's the only story I have for now. I'll tell you some more stuff later if we get the chance. Is there something else you want to know?
Nothing more right now.
Your choice. I'm here if you want something done right.
That was an interesting story. Yeah, this I definitely don't remember. Let's go talk to Mission Val. Mission, where are you?
Hey there, what can I do for you?
I want to talk about you and your brother.
Don't worry. I won't let the search for Griff get in the way of what we're doing. Let's just get back to the task at hand. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, we're good.
Okay, have it your way.
I guess this is my Mass Effect habit. Obviously, you know, BioWare's later trilogy of games was the Mass Effect series. This came before. But it kind of puts you in the habit of trying to talk to your party members if you want to get down all the story. And sometimes what they would do in the Mass Effect games is give you side missions, right? The loyalty missions for your characters. Okay. I'm running around. Strangely, the food storage seems to have been disrupted recently. No one in the party would have done this, so there must be some other explanation. Right. Examine the supplies more closely. There are no half-eaten or torn packages to indicate the thief was from pests or vermin. It looks like some unknown person has been conducting clandestine raids on your stores. So there's a thief. There's a stowaway on the ship. And the reason I'm doing it right now, guys, before I left exploring Manaan, right, as I was about to exit the ship, the Wookiee Zalbar warned me that something is amiss. He's sensing something. And that kind of gave me a side mission in my journal. So now I got to figure out if somebody has seen a stowaway. Have you seen anyone, little buddy? Can you construct an programming spike for me? Oh, I got supplies? Sweet. Yeah, but he's not helpful with my stowaway problem. Is there something you want? I wonder if you could help me with a problem. Unless you want somebody threatened or a door bashed in. He's not the guy to help us. Okay, okay. Maybe later. Maybe Johanny knows. Oh, let's look at the journal actually. What's the story there? Something or possibly someone has been into the food supplies. You might want to conduct a search of the ship to try to find the culprit.
How may I be of assistance to you, Padawan? Of course. If there is anything else...
She doesn't know. Alright, let's keep exploring the ship. I think we gotta go and check out... You think you hear soft patter on footsteps behind you? Okay. That was quick. Shoot. Escaped! Uh-huh, so I'm hearing some footsteps, so they're running around. Okay. Again, I'm hearing them. Maybe Mission saw something, no? You hear echo footsteps coming from the direction of the cargo hold. Okay. Cargo hold it is. Ah, run. Too far. Okay.
Kipuna, Bonana Kichu.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Selima Wanga Kunbikin.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Muchashakapaka.
I still don't understand. Okay, guys, so what I'm gathering so far is that she's from Tatooine. She seems to be abducted by Mandalorians, right? Because that's what they do in the Old Republic. They basically kidnap little children, and that's how they increase their ranks. They trained them from childhood to be Mandalorian warriors, and apparently they treated her badly, right? They beat her, they mistreated her. That's why she escaped, and she found refuge on my ship. It seems like the answer to her quest is going to be on Tatooine. Okay. We're not heading there yet. I'm pretty sure there'll be plenty of opportunity to get there because that's where the Jedi Council is. But in the meantime, what we're going to do is continue our quest. Let me just quickly chat to our friends over here, see if they have anything else to say about themselves, and we'll continue on.
Yes, what's on your mind?
We didn't end our last discussion very well.
I'm not very good at this. I know I owe you an apology. More than one, probably. I was just so desperate to finally face Saul directly in the battle over Terrace. And now the Jedi have us looking for these star maps. I know this mission is important, it's just, I feel a bit useless. I mean, I can fight, sure, but I'm no Jedi. All this feels completely out of my league.
Why don't you return to the front lines then?
Because this is more important. This may really finally make a difference. I suppose even if I can't figure out everything that's going on, I still want to help if I can. I just hate not knowing what's going on and feeling this helpless. But I shouldn't have taken that out on you. I've been a royal pain in the backside, haven't I?
Don't worry about it, Karth.
No, I do worry about it. I've traveled the lanes more than once. I should know better than this. So, I'm sorry. Will you accept my apology?
Only if you agree to work with me for once.
Done. Let's get underway then, shall we, partner?
Alright, so his mood's improving. That's good. Let's talk to Bastila.
How can I help?
You wanted to speak to me.
Yes, I did. I wanted to speak to you about our mission and what lies ahead for us. It seems fate, or the Force, is driving us into a confrontation with the Dark Lord. You must prepare yourself for when we face Malak. The confrontation will be difficult for you. I remember how hard it was when I first faced Revan.
Is it true you killed Darth Revan?
It's true that due to my battle meditation, I was with the Jedi strike team that boarded Revan's ship. We did not kill Revan, however.
So who killed Revan then?
Our mission was to capture Revan if possible. It was Malak who turned on his own master, firing upon Revan's ship while we were still on board it. It was his desire to kill us and his master both. Thankfully, we narrowly escaped the vessel as it exploded.
But you would have killed Revan eventually, right?
As I said, we were there to capture Revan alive. The Jedi do not believe in killing their prisoners. No one deserves execution, no matter what their crimes. Remember that Revan and Malak were once great Jedi, heroes in every sense of the word. They demonstrate the danger of the dark side to us all. I'm sorry, we really shouldn't speak of this anymore. The memory of my confrontation with Revan is painful. Let's return to the mission, please.
Okay. Got it. Alright, it's time to pick our next destination. Guys, what I want to do is go to a planet that I don't have any recollection for, right? It's been 17 years. I definitely remember Tatooine. That's where the Jedi Council is, right? I sort of remember Kashyyyk vaguely, but I don't remember anything about Tatooine. I'm very excited to go there because just today on my channel, I released one of the shorter videos about the crate dragons of Tatooine. So I'm kind of like hyped to check it out once again and go there. Let's do Tatooine. This is exciting. This was definitely a cool planet to explore. I enjoyed it a lot. Another vision? Okay, the next location of the Starforge map. It looks like it's somewhere deep underground. Looked like a cave. Oh, this looks dope. Tatooine! Okay.
Another vision. The Force is guiding us, helping us retrace the steps of Malak and his old master, leading us ever closer to the Star Forge. Tatooine is known for little but blowing sand. I find it surprising that there would be a star map somewhere in its desolate wastes.
It looks like it was inside some sort of a cave. Oh, I like this reply. Maybe Tatooine wasn't always a desert.
Perhaps, though that would have been tens of thousands of years in the past. Now there's nothing but the howling emptiness of the Dune Sea. The star map would likely have to be within some kind of shelter to protect it against dust and sandstorms. I suspect there are many such caves and caverns hidden in the sands of the Dune Sea. The creatures of this world probably use them as their lairs. No doubt things will become more clear once we discover the star map's location.
Cool. Tatooine looks nice. Let's jump in there. Should I take more of my Jedi crew or somebody else? Well, let's rotate a little bit. We still need to improve our other teammates. Of course, the Binary Suns theme has to play in the background. Who are we going to pick? Let's see. Let's take Karth. Mission always helps me. She's the one that's like my main hacker slash security slash like mind picker. She's very, very useful. And Bastila, I mean, she's a powerhouse, so I definitely want another Jedi. I want another healer that always helps me a great deal in battle. I'm kind of like almost entirely sold on like all Jedi crew, but you know, I still want a little bit of more story there, so. And Wookiees, man, I don't know what to do. Wookiees in Tatooine, right? Like encountering Chewie for the first time in the Mos Eisley Cantina was like the dopest thing. You know what? Let me start off with somebody who's not a Jedi, and then we'll kind of move with it. You know, if the areas become more complicated, more challenging with enemies, we will switch.
Welcome to Anchorhead, potential customer. Zerka Corporation stands ready to serve. After some formalities, of course. First, your ship is not on our list of planned arrivals for today. There is a docking fee of 100 credits because of this.
What if I don't have the money?
That would be unfortunate. Zerka Corporation can't afford to extend credit. Everyone pays. That's the rule.
Damn it, that's extortion. Is there any way you could reconsider the fee?
I assure you that the fee is non-negotiable. We have a very thin margin of profit on this world.
I'll try to persuade. The money I have, I'll spend on your stores.
That does make sense. I suppose I could let it go this time. We need the business. This will cover any future landings as well. It's like a registration, so we can serve you better when you return. Now, as a customs officer, I can provide information on services. Is this visit business or pleasure?
Give me some background on Tatooine.
There isn't much to tell. It's a very old planet, well past its prime. Zerka Corporation is the only company with any interest in it. It's not a very pretty world, but there is opportunity here if you know where to look.
Tell me about Zerka Corporation operations here.
I can't really get into that. It hasn't been a very smooth operation. I shouldn't get into it. No, it's common knowledge, so there's no harm in telling you. It's a tale of bad business. You see, Zerka Corporation staked their claim to this planet based on some very promising geological surveys. Unfortunately, that information was incorrect, and possibly even an attempt at sabotage by a rival company.
Sorry guys, had to mute for a second, some outside noise. So Zerka Corporation set up shop on a barren planet.
Not totally barren. There were a few good years of mining, and limited operations are still in place. But the ore is flawed. It has peculiar properties. They've had to look at other forms of business.
What do you mean when you say the ore is peculiar?
Zerka Corporation has really tried to hide this, but it just seems that Tatooine metal is unfit for effective manufacturing. I would imagine that this outpost will eventually be abandoned. Nobody is making any money here. Of course, this rock may have been settled a few times, so look for some other company to get stuck with it.
Okay. What is known about the history of the planet?
Very little. There are hints that it might once have been a lush world, but I can't picture it as anything but a desert. Native sentient species have no records going back that far. That was hundreds of years ago, maybe thousands. Of course, the native species are not very willing to tell anyone anything. They're barely more than animals.
What species do you mean?
The Sand People. They're vicious and attack outsiders on sight. More animal than anything, really. Maybe they know the history of Tatooine. Maybe they don't. Impossible to tell. They won't cooperate.
Have you had trouble with sand people?
Not personally, but they've given Zerka Corporation a rough time. It's hard enough mining this rock without suffering random attacks. I think the company has even put a bounty on them, but I'm sure not going to try for it.
Where can I get information about jobs like that?
It depends on what level of risk you want to take. You could ask at the Zerka office if any bounties need collecting. That's in Central Anchorhead. While you're at the office, ask for a hunting license so you can sell trophies to Faza in his lodge, just north of them. I suppose you could also take up swoop racing. Talk to the hut at the registration office by the track. That's in West Anchorhead. I can't say I know which of these jobs is the most dangerous. I stay away from all of them.
I'm looking for a very specific thing. Who should I ask?
That's not much information. Could you tell me more?
I'm looking for older things, antiques, artifacts.
You a digger? I've heard of ruins being found now and then, but they've always been stripped by sand people soon after. You're not going to get anywhere with them. I guess you could ask around, but I doubt you'll learn anything different. You could always ask a Jawa. It's hard to tell what they know.
Okay, I need to get going.
As you wish. If you need anything else, I'll be here.
Wow, guys, quite a lot of info. So there is the hut and racing, right? There is some bounties that we could tell. And there's also a hunting guild, which it almost feels like I could kill whatever creatures come in my path and like deliver some kind of bounties. That's all very cool. Let me very quickly level up my team and we'll continue. All right, guys, my team is all leveled up. We're ready to explore. Let's do this. I love how 4,000 years ago they already had Anchorhead, right? That's kind of interesting.
We'll watch your ship like any other. The bay is safe.
I hope so.
There's some reason you don't move along?
Not very friendly characters, okay. Got a few items. Okay, let's get our bearings. This will be the exit, okay. Can we pick up some... Ooh, what is this creature? That's weird. Okay, he wants to save us some credits. He's saying he has good prices. Okay. Show me what you have. I recognize him. He was on Taris Lower City Cantina, the same creature. Okay, we got a bunch of items, primarily a lot of advanced medkits. Hello there, Captain. Looks like a shipment has been delivered to your ship. What? What shipment? What are you talking about? He's talking about the incident. This is what I have here on the acquisition form. The Gaska are your problem now. Excuse me, did you say Gaska? These are yours now. Some critters might have gotten loose. I got a box of critters on my ship. Oh my god. And they can take the cargo back. Obviously, remembering back to one of my missions, was it, no, it wasn't Harris. It was Manaan, I think, where one of the shopkeepers was saying that he's looking, right, the Thorian, he was looking for exotic creatures. Okay, we get it. That's what it's for. So I guess there's going to be a second trip to Manaan.
Leave me be. If I don't get these converters working, I lose my job.
Power converters. There seems to be always the shortage on Tatooine. It kind of makes you wonder, what if like Luke Skywalker the Great, right? The progenitor of the clan Skywalkers, the granddaddy is somewhere here chilling on Tatooine. And like visually it has not changed that much from what we see in A New Hope.
I still haven't heard a final figure on how many people died on Taris.
Okay, where are we heading from here? That's a pretty big place. We have to the Dune Sea, a droid shop. Oh, the hunting lodge. Okay, it's right here. And Kresko office. Those are the two spots we're gonna hit. There's swoop racing. There's a cantina. And no, we don't want to head out to the Dune Sea just yet. I have to, guys. I have to say this. Do you recognize this creature? Star Wars, the specialized edition, right? With that CGI creature walking across the anchorhead. Oh, man. Those are the memories.
Please, will you help me? I have nothing. Nothing left.
What do you need? I'm Marion Windrider. I'll help if I can.
Oh, thank you. I don't have anywhere else to turn. If you're down and out on Tatooine, you're on your own. My husband was a hunter, killed out on the dunes. This raid plate is all I have left. Please, will you buy it? I don't need a handout. I just can't sell it to Faza without a license. Please, I'm worried about having it. They're so rare.
Okay, knowing my RPGs, the item may come in handy and become a quest item later on, but let's see what she's all about. What is a rad plate? Where did you get it?
It's the bone plate from the head of the desert raid. My husband was so proud when he found it. He had just started hunting. He said he felt sure the next hunt would bring in more, so we waited to sell this one. Then he never came back.
Let's talk about what to do with this plate.
Will you buy it? I can't sell it myself. They are worth more than 500 credits.
Perhaps I will buy it from you.
You will? Oh, thank you so much. Please, I know it's worth at least 500 credits.
Guys, since I'm trying to play the good Jedi, she seems to be obviously in need, unless she's lying her guts off. And I want to be a good Jedi, right? Let's pretend like she needs the money. And I'll pay that and extra 200 for good luck. Okay, I'll pay you what you want. Here, like, I'm just so afraid to be swindled. We all know the scum and villainy of Anchorhead, right? Oh man, what do we do here? Yeah, let's just give her 500.
Thank you. I hope it is enough. You've been a great help. I appreciate it. My children will too.
Wow. Sometimes helping people feels pretty good, you know?
For whatever it means, may the Force be with you. You saved us.
I mean, she didn't sound like a shifty person, but who knows? Who knows, man? Hunting Lodge. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the Hunting Lodge and then the Zerka Corporation, and we can stop it here. All right, who do we talk to here? Well, a new phase. Come to test your skill on the endless dunes of Tatooine. Has a lot of mean predators. A hunter's paradise. I have something to sell you. Oh, first I need a hunting license. Okay, from Kresker. Okay. Anything out of the ordinary happening? He heard about the destruction of towers. Okay. He also recalls the War of the Exar Kun, which is from obviously Star Wars Legends comics. Know about anything more local? Zerka Corporation is always complaining about sand people. Alright. There's sand people, there's Jawas. I have to talk to them. Okay, I have to go. Okay, what I talked to about taking on missions. He's a hunter. Heard any rumors from off-planet? Nothing since Taris. Could I ask you about Tatooine? He hasn't set foot outside Anchorhead. He's a schmuck. He's no use to me. Stating the obvious, you know, Tatooine is not a very hospitable place. Okay, I've heard enough. No help there.
What can I do for you? Did my wife send you? This ain't about credits, is it?
I'm looking for experts. You seem knowledgeable.
Well, of course, darling. Whatever Tanis Ven can do. You know, very few human females come to Tatooine. And even fewer accompanied by Wookiees. Whoa, big fella. You related to my wife? Now, what did you say you wanted?
That's awesome. Zalbar got angry. That's so fun. I want to ask who you are and what do you do?
Sure you do. Tanis can tell you all about the thrill of the hunt. Man versus beast. It's all very exciting. What, specifically, would you like me to cover?
You're pretty forward for a married man.
Well, the wife doesn't really take much of an interest in my work. Not like you. Now, you have questions?
Where is the best hunting?
There isn't any. Too many hunters, not enough prey. I can barely keep expenses covered. Maintenance on battle droids is expensive. Of course, it's better than going alone. What if I stumbled on a bunch of sand people? These solo hunters are crazy.
You hunt with battle droids. Is that sporting?
I'm more the practical type, beautiful. I keep myself fed and make sure everything I have is taken care of. Some guys will talk about honor and stuff, but they still sell their plates to Faza. I guess honor needs creds, too.
What can you tell me about the other hunters?
Uptight and cold, like my wife. They don't like me streamlining the hunt with droids. I don't fit in, but I don't let it bug me. The Gamorreans are different. Good rowdy drinking buddies. Kirk and his boys, they understand that hunting is a business. Of course, they hunt other things than raid, too. Just don't turn your back on them. Ever.
What are you suggesting?
Nothing. Nothing at all. Just keep your eyes on them, that's all.
What about the hunters besides the Gamorreans?
Dorak is reasonable. Komad is a pain, but he keeps his distance. I can tell he doesn't like me much. Ask around the lodge if you want information about the other guys. I don't really talk to them much.
Let's go back to my first questions.
Fine, whatever you want.
I'm looking for something. Who knows this planet best?
You hurry back any old time, darling. Any time.
No, that's not what I wanted to ask.
Hello again. Something else I can do for you? Slow night? Day? Whatever?
I'm looking for something who knows the planet.
Well, darling, old Tanis might be just what you need. Unless you mean the dunes. I suppose only the sand people really know them. I'm sure I can help you. Ask away.
Have you seen the sand people with anything odd?
Sure. My blood. They almost got me last year. Tore up 2 of my battle droids. Wife was mad about that. Took her weeks to fix. Where they got weapons to cut battle armor, I don't know. They act like animals, but they can surprise you.
Where did this happen?
I don't know. Pick a dune and walk. They'll get you soon enough.
What about the Jawas?
Smart traders. They've salvaged and sold me my own damaged droids once or twice. They don't say much I can understand. I think they're a little slow, but who am I to judge, huh?
Okay, take care.
You hurry back any old time, darling. Any time.
Alright, let's try one more person and we're gonna head out of here. Gamorreans. Oh, this one talks. Keep your temper, I just want to ask some questions. That's funny. I'm looking for something. Are you good scouts? They are the best, according to them, which I don't trust a word of it. Fine, I'll just leave. They seem to be just bickering among each other. Completely useless. Maybe they'll see me in the dunes. He's like giving himself away. Are they planning to attack me? Anyway, guys, I thought I could roll in here and take on like hunting missions.
Get lost, Tenderfoot. I hunt Desert Raid. I don't babysit.
Come now, I just want to benefit from your expertise.
Well, you sure know how to get on my good side. You're just trotting out banthopats, but thanks all the same.
Who are you? What is it you do?
My name is Doric Quinn. I'm a hunter. I hunt. Is that enough, or should I start listing my family birthdays?
Where's the best hunting?
If I knew the best place, why would I tell anyone? It would be worth too much to me to let it get out. It doesn't matter anyway. This season has been dry for me, as it has for almost everyone. Perhaps someone else is holding out, but there's simply fewer raid out there.
Why are there fewer raid?
It used to be a one-on-one test. Hunter against hunted. Now people just want the credits. I could stomach maybe a pair or a team of hunters, but some now use battle droids. Where's the sport in that?
What can you tell me about the other hunters?
I don't go telling stories about other people. You want to know what they think? You go talk to them. One word though. Watch yourself around the Gamorreans. Gurk and his buddies aren't to be trusted. Everyone else I respect because they have skill. Those guys, they go for easier prey.
What makes you say that?
Just watch your back when you hunt. The dragons aren't the only dangers out there.
Okay, let's go back to my questions.
If that's what you want, I'm not sure what you hope to get out of me, though.
I'm looking for something. Who knows the planet best?
You'll have to ask around. Comad Fortuna is a much more experienced hunter than I am. He hunts far from Anchorhead. The local Jawas are a good source of information, even if it is hard to understand them. It may cost you, though.
Okay, I have to go now.
Good hunting.
Alright guys, so there's quite a lot to take in. I'm a little bit overwhelmed. It looks like Tatooine has this hunting guild, right? And then there's Zerka Corporation that is mining some minerals which they're not revealing a lot about. So I have to either go out there in the Doom Sea to hunt, right, and stumble upon the cave, or I have to probably go with a hunting party and see how it's gonna go, or maybe infiltrate Zerka Corporation, who knows. All of it sounds very interesting. I don't remember a single thing about this planet. It's like complete blank for me. It's like I'm playing this game for the very first time, which is pretty awesome. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. In my next one, I'm gonna keep talking to the patrons in this, well, it's not a cantina, it's the hunting guild. Talk to these hunters, see what I can find out, and figure out where to go next. Anyway, my name is Ben. If you enjoyed this video, please consider supporting my channel. Hit that subscribe button, you know, hit the bell, all that YouTube jazz, so you can follow me up on my next video. After I finish this game, I want to move on to Knights of the Old Republic Part 2, hopefully get that done before the end of the year. And starting from the next year, we're getting a new big release for the BioWare's Knights of the Old Republic, right? The Old Republic MMORPG. I can't wait to jump into that game and start playing it for the first time. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it too, and I'll see you next time. Take care.